I think all humans are born seekers, including you. After all, we're always searching for something, whether it's security, community, independence, freedom, the remote control. And unfortunately, there's a stack of evidence that says humans tend to believe comfortable falsities over uncomfortable truths. And this cognitive dissonance is why the scientists of the world are so important, because we are both the seekers and the disseminators of new truths. We have a duty to do honest science and share what we find with the world, even if what we find is inconvenient or leads to more questions than it does answers, which it very often does. There's something really beautiful, though, about spending your life on that edge of what we know, just trying to understand nature. My name is Gabriela Canales, and like you, I'm a born seeker. I'm currently in my second year of graduate school at the University of California, San Francisco, where I research primary cilia in Jeremy Ryder's laboratory. Primary cilia are antenna-like structures that virtually every cell in your body makes in order to communicate with their neighbors. More specifically, I'm trying to figure out how cilia in the hypothalamus of our brains are important for sensing when we're full, and how dysfunctional cilia leads to obesity. I come from a small town in South Texas that has one of the highest rates of obesity in our country, and I have various family members who suffer from this ailment. So not only is this research very fascinating, but it's also very near and dear to my heart. Beyond the bench, I'm also passionate about inclusivity in academia. The phrase "a born seeker" actually takes me back to a conversation I had with a very influential biologist who I really admire about what it takes to do really impactful science. He told me the really great scientists who make the truly groundbreaking discoveries have something, an intuition that cannot be taught, something that they're just born with. When I heard that sentence, it shook my confidence until I realized that I disagree with that. I spoke my mind, and it turned into this really productive conversation about how inequality feeds an elitist mindset amongst the most renowned scientists, the majority of whom are white heterosexual men, and also feeds a sense of inferiority amongst students and faculty who don't really easily identify with the majority. We need to create more space to have these kinds of conversations. A more inclusive scientific community will mean better science because it would allow more current and future students to self-actualize, turning self-doubt into self-confidence. To bring us closer to this goal, I currently serve as a co-diversity officer for my graduate community's student government, assisting the student organizations that provide community and support to underrepresented groups in academia. I'm also involved in a collaborative effort between students, faculty, and the administration to make recruitment and admissions practices even more inclusive than they already are. Additionally, I work with Science Education Partnership, which is an organization that partners with UCSF and schools in the Bay Area to get younger students excited about research. I help teach a second grade class called Girls in Engineering, Math, and Science, and I taught these young scientistas the scientific method through fun, hands-on experiments, helped them build confidence in their reasoning skills, and shared with them some of the amazing stories of past female scientists whose shoulders we stand on today. At the end of the day, I know we need more women, especially of color and or those identifying with the LGBTQ community, in leadership positions. It's the surest way to achieve true equality in any influential space, including science. My advice from one born seeker to another is to find your community early, identify strong mentors who both challenge and motivate you to be the best version of yourself, and finally to pay that forward as you embark on your own path.